so much for your time. We have, like I mentioned before while we were talking, we have a really exciting tournament planned for today, and we are so excited to hear the Indonesian entrepreneurs.
That can win ESG competition or at least participate at the global level. Without further ado, let's begin the ESG global competition Indonesia markets. Thank you.
ESG, we have put together a rewards basket for all participants globally. The idea is that everyone should take back home something. We express our gratitude to all our partners who have joined hands with us. We commit to collectively support all enterprises who have become part of the ESG movement in achieving global reach and scale. The rewards bouquet will be available on our platform, so you need to ensure that you are registered on the platform to avail the perks and rewards. Kindly note that since it's a multi-layer competition with multiple stages, the rewards will only be unlocked after the global finals victory. Before I continue, I would request everyone to put your mics on mute or request my thank you. Working with Project Everyone, ESG. And I am sorry to stop you while you are in mute. I'm really sorry. I apologize. I would request my colleagues to. Alright, sorry for this. So I don't know if you missed it. Let me just resume because this is really exciting. I would want you all to know this. Now, working with Project Everyone, ESG is the official accelerator to the world's rewards. An initiative launched during the 76th UN General Assembly in 2021. There are many leading companies, including Unilever, Google, Reckitt, Mars, and Diageo, and very recently EY have come together in supporting the SDGs. By joining us and becoming part of our ecosystem, you also have become members of this drive. So, with that, let's begin the movement as we all come together today to play for planet. Today, we are pleased to have two jury members who are experts in their fields, and it is my absolute pleasure to introduce them. First up, I would like to introduce Mr. Kirti Lal Kala, Senior Advisor, New Technologies and Kirti is a technocrat, strategic advisor, an entrepreneur, and a hobbyist theatre performer. His 16-year professional career spans business and developmental engagement at the intersection of emerging technology, public policy, and socio-economic growth. He currently serves as an in-house advisor at and has previously worked with the Office of Advisor to the Prime Minister of India, Electronics and Semiconductor Association, Indian Institute of Technology Madras, and founded an innovation consulting firm, just helped set up the International Institute of Information Technology, NIRI, and is an advisor to startups, industry advocacy bodies, and philanthropic organizations. We welcome you warmly. Next up, we have Dr. Yanwar Nuru, expert coordinator at the National Secretariat of SDGs implementation. Mr. Nuru is the expert coordinator at the National Secretariat for SDGs implementation, Ministry of National Development Planning, Bapenas, Indonesia. He is also a former Deputy Chief of Staff at the Executive Office of the President from 2015 to 19 under President Joko Widodo and was a director and expert advisor to the head of the President Delivery Unit for Development Monitoring and Oversight from 2012 to 2014 under President SB. In his latest government post as the Deputy Chief of Staff to the President, Yarman was responsible for translating the president's political vision into national development planning and programs carried out by the ministry and government agencies. We welcome you, sir. And now, before we proceed to our pitches, I would like to quickly remind everyone about our rules today. You will have 3 minutes to pitch and 3 minutes for the Q&A session with the jury. You would be informed about your order of pitching by someone would be messaging you on the chat and you shall know about that. You yourself will be controlling your presentation for your convenience. Kindly keep yourself on mute when not speaking and keep your video on when presenting to ensure an interactive experience. Now, I hope that we are all okay with the CC instruction feature, and if that is in order, then I would, without further ado, proceed for the pitches. Alright, water coin. It is your time to pitch your first up. If you are ready, I would kindly request you to take the floor, share your screen, and let us know when you are ready so that the time has been pressed. You see my screen?
Minta WhatsApp Kak Bima.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay, sorry. Okay, I think I will begin. Oh, alright. Okay, I think I will begin the presentation now. So, good morning, everyone. First of all, introduce myself. My name is Patricia from the Water Committee. And to begin with, I would like to start with a question. So, our nations are converted around 250 million tons of carbon dioxide and 300 million tons of packaged drinking water revolved around our lives in 2021. So it's very recent. Now, on the contrary to this fact, only 50% of people in urban areas and 8% in rural areas have access to safe drinking water. Now, compared to the amount of waste produced, this is a very small number. And furthermore, the Indonesian government demanded that the drinking water industry have responsibility for all plastic packaging products and waste, and one of which is by creating innovative technology. But no worries, good morning fellow judges and also committees, introducing Waterpoint to the rescue. Now, Waterpoint tried to overcome this problem by providing access to hygienic drinking water while reducing plastic waste and global warming, artificial input water management and treatment methods, digitalizations, and new renewable energy. Hence, our solution targets several SDG points number 6, 7, 9, 12, and 13. Now, Waterpoint is a multi-solution product aimed to solve issues faced by water industries, communities, and environment. We provide drinking water distribution, or what we call a removal station, that you can see on the center of the slide right now. Okay, I think I'm having trouble with my presentation. Alright, please help your responses isolation. I'm sorry, can you hear me? Yes, we can hear you, but it's like switching. It's okay, you can start again. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, I will try to put it first. Okay. Can I instead ask help for the committees to share my screen? Yes, some of my team can share just allow us a moment. Could you please help me with that? Thank you. Just allow us a moment while our team is just helping with the screen sharing or whatever. In the meantime, I would like to make a quick announcement. We are glad to let you know that we have a presentation uh, From the third member of our jury panel, Mr. Nico Vijaya, CEO at BRI Ventures. Unfortunately, Mr. Nico could not join us, but we have Mr. Dima representing him. So we have two jury members and one being represented by Mr. Dima. We are so grateful for you to take out time to be here and to be there on our esteemed jury panel. And we welcome you, Mr. Dima. Thank you so much.
Sure, I'm with me here just to inform that will make a question until we finish the presentation. Let me go switch off.
All right, thank you. Thank you so much for taking out time. All right, in the meantime, I'm just waiting confirmation from our team when the one point presentation is ready, and then we can start.
I think just to let you know that from the one point part, it's okay for us if he wants to, we switch the presentation time because
Yeah.
we are for quite a while to present my presentation. Thank you.
All right. Okay. So maybe then we can start with expert hub and then move on to that point after that. If expert hub is ready with their presentation, we can take the floor, pitch, and then what coin we can be next.
Yes, everyone. I will start the presentation right now.
Yes, please go ahead. And then your time starts now. You can share your screen.
Okay, thank you. Anita, thank you. Good morning, good afternoon, hopefully my good and health condition. My name is Ipananda and so I just want to start that we have like a great lesson on COVID-19 when everyone as in every nation like have need help for each of us and of course we know that every expert that contribute for improvement innovation and our responsibility to pandemic. In the post-pandemic era, we all face the brand from our face-based life and rapid change of work. We knew that we should promote the inclusive collaboration for everyone to live impact together. And one of the main actors in our society is that we need to ensure the inclusive access for everyone to reach expert, and the expert can give impact in every part of our society, from public sector, private, and also from church sector. Uh, what is the problem that we facing right now? As for the user, who is the user? The user is like each of us, like individual and also the organization from private, public, and society finds it hard to look for qualified and reliable expert. We don't have much time and resources to hire expert. And for the experts, we looking for the individual expert. Many experts find it difficult to establish sales process, and also the process of branding. They don't have a support team like this so we bring up the problem in the user side problem is find the expert who help the organization or their business. For the expert itself, they don't have the support and also the link for establishment of product. So what is the expert now? We will answer the question, can we ensure that user expert has some access to this?
Biar nggak nganggur.
So introducing expert expert have one-stop solution platform that connects qualified and reliable expert. You can compare service provider with other experts. You can choose one who fits your needs. Why? Because expert have required to you to go in and your impact. You can bring our experts Then after that, next we can get this is like consultation, you can get more and integrated expert than human knowledge. Whether you can come from the private and also from the sector that can be an expert to what is expanding the impact. And this is our target user, and for the first time, our organization is made for the organization of public sector use expert because we already conducted a survey to 100 respondents from government officials this year, and all of the respondents, 95%, say that they would expert and also desire to use expert help as for a solution to their organization. Okay, this is final for me. This is 5 years roadmap. You can see this is the first goal that we want to
yang di belakang bundanya
optimizing our work and mobile. Thank you very much for your attention. Very useful. Good questions. One I was using long calculation like in Indonesia. How I'm differentiating second, do you see yourself creating a focus on particular verticals or are you dependent on any vertical? Thank you. First of all, I'm only I think better all of us we ask for okay, but my is okay. What was your second question? Do you have any second question? Yeah, second question. You make it. Yeah. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. My question, why don't you open like that? Why don't you focus on certain issue? That's my question. Thank you. Ada pertanyaan? Yeah, thank you. First of all, we're talking about the production market. As my and members already know that in Indonesia, actually, most of the export acquisition or export services come from the personal production or in a situation that LinkedIn or maybe the similar platform with LinkedIn cannot provide. So actually, the export hub provide like automation, but only half of services. So actually, they have already like a building connection with the expert and from user, but they can find specific response from the platform because in Indonesia we cannot automate all of the line of services. So and the second answer about the exactly and what we actually focus on specific on people and organizational development first for the expert because as our internal research for expert hub we find out that the needs for the expert, especially the prioritize on the sector of the people learning and also for organization development. So the experts should be focused on those area of expertise. Over the market size, Mr. Bima, we're talking about the we know that from the private and public, we like have 3.7 billion for the member of Indo, this is like Association for Consultant. So we specifically on the market side for the public sector institution. We know that for the private sector, there were like 11.3 trillion rupiah and for the government sector, the service market for the services and the products for the consultant is like 21.20 billion rupiah. So this is the service market. So we just need like focus on the specific for the public sector
I would request someone from your team, from my team, to please present. And Watercoin, we would invite you to the floor.
All right, thank you so much, Anahita. Okay, okay, first of all, viewers, I'm so sorry for the technical error. I did not expect this. Okay, I think I'll start the presentations. Again, this is Water Calling. My name is Patricia. Welcome to all. And I think I would like to begin once again this presentation with a question. My fellow Indonesians, are you aware that there are, next slide please. Yeah, okay. My fellow Indonesians, are you aware that there are 250 million tons of carbon dioxide and 300 million tons of packaged drinking water waste revolved around our lives in 2021? So it's very recent. And on the contrary to this law, only 50% of people in urban areas and 8% in rural areas have access to safe drinking water. Now, compared to the amount of waste produced, this number is very small. And furthermore, the Indonesian government demanded the drinking water industry act responsibly for all plastic packaging products and waste, and one of which is migrating in patent technology. So no worries. Good morning, also judges and committees and everyone here introducing water point to the rescue. Next slide, please. Okay, so what point how to overcome this problem by providing access to hygienic drinking water while reducing plastic waste and global warming? Our innovation include water management and treatment methods, digitizations, and new renewable energy. Hence, our solution targets several points of SDG number 6, 7, 9, and 13. Okay, next slide, please. Okay, could you please step on the center? So there's a video. Okay, next. So water quality is a multi-solution product aiming to solve issues faced by water industries, communities, and the environment. We provide drinking water distribution, or as we call it, refrigeration, that minimizes plastic usage. Therefore, lessens plastic waste and become a cost-effective alternative to push drinking water accessibility using solar energy. We're also planning for the future app development as a support, so it's easier for our people to find the mission location and conduct digital transactions as we're aware of how digitalization is supported right now. Next slide, please. Okay, can you play the video and the VP? Okay, so WaterPoint team has also made its first minimum viable product, as you can see on the slide, through collaboration with InnoVillage by Telkom Indonesia. The impact measurement was reflected and accomplished with the result of more than 200 liters of drinking water distributed, thus reducing greenhouse gases by 100 kilograms carbon dioxide equivalent and inhibiting electrical energy by 120 kilowatt hour. Not to mention, this is the impact only for one machine and the first version of our MVP. Can you imagine if there are more advanced machine exists? And we also offer several business models, which makes us very agile and very flexible. But for now, we're focusing on the B2B business model. Based on the previous implementation, our conducted survey with the partner organizations and our valuable points of easy mobility, the WaterCoin machine could be installed in the locations as can be seen on the slide and target the mass people. And next slide, please. And this is the WaterCoin family, which I love and will continue to work even harder to develop a better solution. Next slide, please. And not to forget, we're on track for the patent and so far have been supported by many organizations and industries, as you can see on the slide. Now, this is WaterCoin. Let's together make water, which is very essential to our life, accessible yet responsible. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Patricia. I would request the jury members to come on the floor. And yes, you can start with your questions. Thank you.
Thank you. Can I start? Simple question, Patricia. One, how much power does this machine need? And so, and can it be supplied by the solar panel that you put on top of this? This is the first question. The second question would be, you said that you have already produced this as a pilot, right? In overall, how do you assess that piloting? How many machines? How much does it really serve the, I would say, consumers or people? This is just to my questions. Kirti and Bima.
Thanks, Patricia. Presentation. Only one question tied in two parts to that. One, what is the price per liter that you can water, right? And compare it with the price of bottled water in Indonesia today, the cheapest bottled water 1 liter price. That's part one.
Right now. And for the questions from Mr. Kurtila, so the price for our machine right now, based on our first MPP, is actually 1,000 rupiah for 1 liters. So can you imagine, like for each of us, it is highly suggestible that each of us took like 2 liters per day, right? And 1,000 in Indonesia, you barely could buy anything, but then you can buy 1 liter of water. So it's very affordable. It's very cheap. So 2 liters, only 2,000 water. This is actually because we are currently working on the social side, but it's very scalable in terms of like the business side. And how many at that price, how many machine will you have installed overall? So we're planning to have like 5 machines so far for the second version of our MVP. And then for the questions from Mr. Bima, about the cost per machine. So the cost per machine is actually 3.4K USD for the machine, but this is actually quite like a reasonable amount because we have done like a competitors comparison, and so far the competitors all exist in outside of the country, which makes it very hard to transport the machines from outside of the country to Indonesia, right? And again, all the transportation costs and so many things to be considered about, and so this is why our solutions is very implementable. Okay, and
your time is up. I'm sorry, your time is up. Very quickly, just please wrap it up.
Okay, for last one, for the questions from Mr. Bima, are people willing to buy this? Yes, people are willing to buy this, especially. So we put our machines in Yogyakarta, near the UGM universities, near our like implementation site, and people are buying that. And it actually, you can see from my presentation that we have impacted more than 200 liters of water distributed. So people have bought this, and we also have conducted like a survey with our organization partner, with Gojek, with Telkom, and so far that the result of this machine implemented is very positive. So yeah, people will
so much. Thank you, Patricia. I'm afraid you overshot the time. All right. Thank you so much for your pitch. I would request the jury members to continue scoring on the sheet, and so that later there is no backlog. Thank you so much. And now we have Growing Plastic coming up with their pitch. I would request Growing Plastic to take the floor and begin their pitch. I request you to share your screen. Let me know when you're ready, and then your time will start. You're on mute, Tafia. Tafia, you're on mute.
Okay, now let me try to share my screen again. I'm so sorry for that.
Yes, you're on mute again, Tafia.
And now, can you hear me right now?
Yes, we can. Yes, yes, yes. Also
Okay,
set.
okay. Sorry. Okay. Wait a minute. Let me share. Start step. Okay. Um. Okay. Now, I believe that everyone's seeing my screen, right? Yeah. So, hi everyone, I'm Tafia from Green Plastic, and we develop bio-based material for packaging and everyday products by utilizing waste and resources. Well, let me start by asking this question. How many times have you ever bought something online? Countless of times? Yeah. Did you know that for every purchase you make, there are at least 2 layers of plastic that are being put into nature and eventually polluting the environment? Yeah, and that is bubble wrap. In Indonesia alone, 1.6 billion parcels are expected to be shipped every year, where 96% of them are wrapped in bubble wrap. As much as we need to ensure our package is safe, sadly, there aren't many green alternatives that fulfill the functions of bubble wrap. So, what if I tell you that we can make a packaging that can disappear in nature, utilize waste as resources, and spend far lower energy to produce while still delivering the same function as bubble wrap plastic? Meet Banana Wrap. Vehicle from its material sources to its end of life. It is made from discarded banana peels and home compostable in the end of life. Compared to conventional plastic production, for every banana wrap that we use, we are preventing 8 square meter of plastics from entering the environment. We are reducing energy consumption by at least half and saving tons of organic waste from turning into methane. Not to mention supporting local economy and women indirectly. And to validate this, we have conducted in-house surveys and sprints where the majority of businesses say that they are looking forward to shift into eco-friendly packaging as it is concerning for their business value and the value of their customers. And based on this, we target eco-conscious businesses as our serviceable addressable market and the premium ones as our early adopters since they are willing to pay higher for our product at the initial stage. And this is feasible as we spend almost zero for our raw materials. We will source the banana peels from local banana chips factories and together develop our product with partners before it goes to the market. And to achieve that, we'll have to develop a premium level banana positioning that meets the desirability of premium eco-conscious businesses. Now, we are in the prototyping phase on a home-based scale, and for the short term, we aim to form partnerships with research institutions, manufacturers, and big companies CSR to ensure that banana wrap will enter the market with a tested quality in a sufficient production system. With diverse background from and expertise from environmental, chemical, communication, and design, we believe we can make this biomaterial revolution happen. Thank you for your attention. We are growing plastic, and let's grow together with us. Yeah.
Wow, bubble wrap can be appealing. That's nice. So with that, I would just like to inform the jury that Growing Plastic still had 30 seconds remaining. They wrapped it up before time. Now I would request Tafia to stop sharing the
Oh,
screen
okay.
and the jury members to come on screen.
Yeah. Uh,
Should I start? Okay, two quick,
Yes, please.
two quick questions, Tafia. Firstly, congratulations. I think I've seen about 2,000 presentations globally on different plant-based plastics, and this is pretty unique compared to that. So congratulations on that. Two questions. One, who owns the technology? Are you developing it in-house, or are you partnering with an industrial R&D house or a public R&D house to develop the technology? Who owns it? Who owns the IP, patenting, etc. around that? That's one. Second, what is your target price point to replace bubble wrap? Because bubble wrap comes very cheap. And at what price point do you think you can introduce your banana wraps? Thanks.
Okay.
okay, can
Well, Kirti already asked one of the questions that I would like to say to ask you on the price. My other question is that when you develop this product, Tafia, what do you have in mind that you would achieve in the next 2 years? Do you have any vision on it? That's my question. Bima?
Yeah, I think my question is just want to know, please explain how you manufacture this wrap with bananas, how you sourcing the bananas and how you distribute it. And is it something that's scalable? Because if you have to achieve at least $1 million revenue, you have to produce much of bananas here for this.
Okay, for the first question, in terms of technology, like currently we use home-based technology, so we like not develop, but like buy like small-scale crusher and like using like the oven and stuff like that. But we do try right now in the middle of forming partnerships with Fab Lab, as we have connections with CAS Foundations and also Playo by British Council. So yeah, this is actually still a challenge for us in terms of the production technology, because apparently, like when you create like a bioplastics or like any kind of biomaterials, it very different from creating plastics, which is in terms of organic materials, you need like far lower energy to produce, because otherwise it will burn. So yeah, we are right now in the middle of like configuring like the kind of machineries that is right, like for our current capacity. So yeah, it's still like a challenge, to be honest. And in terms of the price itself, we have calculated that for one square meter of banana wrap, it costs around 7,000 rupiahs to almost 10,000 rupiahs. And yeah, it is very much expensive from the plastics. But our strategy is we want to develop we want people when see our products, they don't really like remember another kind of packaging, like, oh my god, like this is new material, this is something. So that is one of our strategy to create like a more high end, if we could say that, so that we can propose that to more premium businesses. And we have tested actually through several businesses, premium businesses, and they actually have this range of around like 5,000 to 10,000 budgets of packaging. So we think in that terms we can use that strategy. And also for the last questions about the manufacturing of our materials. So we source the banana peels, and then in terms of the preservation, we will then dry them, and then we will crush it so that it will like becomes like a powdery. And then with our techniques, we will like make a solution from it, and then make it like foamier and bouncier. So we have our own techniques for that. And then yeah, we will dry it on use either
Your time
using
is
like
up, Tafia.
oven. Yeah,
Your
yeah,
time.
we will dry it either using like ovens or like with heat dry from the sun. Yeah, I hope that explains. Thank you so much.
I would request, since the format of our gamified competition is 3 minutes question and answers, I would request the jury members to keep their questions brief, and request the entrepreneur to keep their answers brief, so that we can stick to the time limit and are fair to all the entrepreneurs. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is great. We would be moving to our next pitch. Now, next up, we have Boulette. You have the floor. Once you are ready with your pitch deck, please let us know and we shall start the time.
Okay, thank you. Hi everyone, my name is Cindy and I'm representing Bullet. We are based in Jakarta, Indonesia. Today's lifestyle demands everything to be fast and simple, combined with linear economy where we create a product, use it, and throw it away. Bullet try to use natural material a new life by transforming them into something valuable, durable, and useful. Today in Indonesia, estimated to produce more than 190 tons of waste each day, which most of them end up in the landfill. More than 3.8 million trees cut annually to create disposable chopstick just to be thrown away after a single use. That lead to extreme and mindless production. One of the solutions is circular economy approach. We create a product with the whole life of it in mind, including retrieving and repurposing the materials. We are starting by repurposing single-use chopstick into sustainable material. With our method, after we collect the single-use chopstick, we sterilize them and then create a new product. In Indonesia, there's an urgent need for locally owned and community-driven solution to tackle the waste problem. Consumers in Indonesia are also concerned about the state of our environment. Our beachhead market value over 40 million USD. While 58% agree they choose product based on whether they are sustainable or environmentally friendly. We are targeting environmentally sympathetic, highly educated demographic with high median household in Indonesia. And we are starting in Jakarta, Medan, Surabaya, and Bali, where they have been earmarked as slightly early adopters. With our method, every year we will be able to save over 200 ton carbon emission per year, and also because we save all the raw material. Our revenue system will be including for B2C, which we create a wooden furniture household. And for B2B, we will create a customer's product for them, where they can also tell the story about circular economy. Our milestone plan. We plan to launch in 2023, and we plan to have our second workshop in Bali by 2024. This is the team. Me, myself as a founder, Denisa as a CMO, Vanessa as a COO, and our Chief of Engineer, Kemal. We are looking for funding up to 250,000, which will include operation, R&D, marketing, and also intellectual property. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Would like the judges to note that Cindy completed her pitch 30 seconds before time. And yes, judges, you may start with the question and answers.
Leo, would you like to go first?
You can start, Kirti.
Okay. Good idea, Cindy, and I'm assuming it is still at the idea stage because the sense that I get is you are getting into production and you need to start doing that, correct?
We already have our MVP actually.
Okay, so you already have an MVP, right?
Yeah.
Quick question. One, collection of the discarded chopsticks, logistics around that is going to be a big expense for you to be able to at a centralized location, correct? Now, have you factored that into the process that you're involved in? Number one. Second, what kind of products can you make with the recycled or repurposed chopsticks? Because that will also define whether you can earn enough revenue to sustain the entire operation end to end. These are two thoughts and two questions around that.
My question is only one. Who do you expect to collaborate with? Cindy, that's my question.
Yeah, I think for me, still the same question about is it something that can be scalable? Is it possible that we will achieve $1 million revenue by next year by producing so much chopsticks in the next year?
All right. So I just share my screen very briefly. So that is our MVP. We created Coaster. That is our first product. So I hope everybody can see it. In terms of logistic, we actually right now working with about 6 waste management company. So they do most of the collection, and then we just pick it up from their warehouse. In terms of product, after the coaster, we are creating chopping board, we are creating shelf, we also can create floor panel. In terms of collaboration, we are talking with F&B businesses where we can create like decoration for them and also furniture, especially tables. I think that's most of your question. Is there anything that's not clear?
Absolutely. I think you've covered almost every question that was raised. A follow-on question in that case, what is the scale of processing that is needed for you to turn profitable? If you're setting up a plant, how much does it cost today? And if you turn profitable, at what scale should you be operating?
All right. So actually, right now we are accepting donation of single-use chopstick from individual, which costs us nothing because most of them actually send it to us at their own cost. Secondly, with the waste management company, we pay them about 5 cents a kilo of chopstick. So there is a cost of logistic in terms of picking it up and getting it to our warehouse, but the chopstick itself costs about 5 cents a kilo. And right now, for every 800 grams, we end up with a tiles. The tile size is 16 by 16 with a thickness of 2 centimeters. So basically with that tiles, we can create anything, depending on the design. We actually right now are talking with body shop and creating their one of the shop to be more involved in the layouts and stuff like that. I hope it answers.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Jury members, are there any more questions as the time is up? Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Bullet. Now, next up, we have carbon add-ons. Would request them to take the floor, share their screen, and begin their pitch. All the best.
Yeah, thank you, Anahita. Let me share my screen. Can you see it right now? Can you see my slides?
Yes, we can. You may proceed.
All right, cool. Hi, everyone. I'm Noval from Carbon Funds. I think all of us agree that we've ever made an online transaction, whether buying a product or ticket for traveling. But do you know that these online activities actually can lead us to climate crisis? So the reason behind it is actually the logistic chain produces a lot of carbon emission from the use of energy for shipping and packaging waste. And potentially it produces 49 million kilogram waste and 3 billion kilogram CO2 emission equivalent in atmosphere. So to solve the problem, we built a plugin server app that enables users to offset carbon emissions from online purchases right before checkout payment. So our product will instantly tell you your carbon emission and over various climate projects with customized carbon offset plans and impact dashboard to track your funds. So by using our product, we are actually creating a value, meaningful value, not only for you, but also for environment and society. For instance, when we invest to reduce 1 ton of CO2 emission in forestry project, we're actually creating $242 value from restoring our forest, from creating jobs for agroforestry, and from saving the social cost of carbon emission impact. Because we are a business that based on impact, so we're trying to measure our impact into three different impact, including economic impact, and then environmental impact, and also the social impact as well. And to sum up, from these tools, we have captured our impact since April 2022, where we have reduced 8.1 tons CO2 emission, empowering 10 local people in mangrove project, and disbursed 3.65 microclimate finance, 3.65 million rupiahs microclimate finance. And then our initial target market is Indonesian people between 18 to 40 years old. Specifically, they are eco-conscious people as our early adopters. And then how big our market is in the e-commerce market, we are targeting around 750K users as our sum. And we also targeting other markets, including retailers, to shipping services that are worth 100 million users in Indonesia. And that makes our market more promising. And then our business model is actually B2B2C, where we take 10% commission fee for each carbon offset transaction. So based on our sum target, we are potentially generating 150,000 revenue with projected 1.3 million project fund per month. And then we always 500K to 500,000 online transactions. And then this is our milestone so far. And to rest that, this is our timeline so far. So now we are in the state of pre-commercial where we have collected 2 MOUs. Before that, we are doing piloting project and successfully offset half tons of emission in April. And then our next action is actually commercials that want to reach 500 transactions within 2023, that acquiring 20 integration partners. And then here is our team that consists of several teams that consist of diverse background and expertises. And yeah, last but not least, protecting our Earth is easier than before, right? So what are you waiting for? You just simply need one tap to neutralize your carbon footprint with us. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And now we would, of course, open the floor to the jury members for the question and answer round.
Okay, can I start? Nova, you put so many logos of partners in your end of your slide. What kind of partnership exactly do you have with them over the past few, I don't know, years? What kind of it? Because I don't know how you manage to partner with those many organizations. That's my question. Gerti or Bima, please.
Yeah, I think for me, I see you are doing calculating carbon and creating carbon funding project, yeah, in your slide. But I'm still not clear how you monetize this, yeah. Is it by selling carbon credit to the logistic company or your client?
Two quick questions, Nofal, and congratulations on the idea. It's something that is being worked upon in multiple geographies, not just in Indonesia today. And I see similar examples in at least 5-6 countries in the recent past. Two quick questions, sorry. One, wherever you're investing the funds on climate projects, right, is the guarantee that the funds that you have given them have actually been invested in, let's say, planting trees or doing something else that you're proposing? That's one. How do you guarantee that? Second, for a consumer, for a customer, you ask me to say X amount in return for the offset that you're providing, correct? But how do I know for sure that you are giving that money to the organization and not keeping it with yourself? So I'm asking about two things. One, how do you ensure that your partner is using the money for the purpose that you've given it to? Second, as a consumer, how do you assure me that the money that you have collected is actually being used for that purpose? Thanks.
Okay. Thank you for the question for Pa Yanuar. For the partnership itself, we do several partnership in terms of B2B. So we partnership with the e-commerce and then retailer to install our plugin in their own system, so it will allow the users of the when it installed, it will allows the user to offset their own carbon footprint from their own purchases. For example, when we do online transaction from Surabaya to Jakarta, so it will cost around 2 kilograms of emission. So the users can offset the 2 kilogram of emission with funding the climate project itself. So this is to answer the Bima question. So our business model is actually take 10% commission fee for each carbon offset transaction that happen in our in the systems. And then for Mr. Kirti, so we have an impact dashboard to track to guarantee the users, and also we do a monitoring for each carbon project, like a 2 years monitoring, so to keep ensure that they do the right things, and also to measure the impact of the funds itself. Thank you.
All right, I think the time is up. And if there are no further questions from the jury members, then we shall proceed to the next pitch. We're all good? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. this is getting up to be a very interesting competition with a lot of sustainable and conscious entrepreneurs coming to the fore. We are so glad that, and we are thoroughly enjoying it and hope you are too. Next up, we have Aneka Farms. I would request them to share their screen. I would request someone from our team actually to share their screen. And while you pitch, I would request Aneka Farm to please prompt the team member whenever there is a slight change request for a smooth experience, and all the best.
Oke, thank you. Sebelumnya izin Pak ya, saya berbicara bahasa Indonesia sebab bahasa Inggris saya agak belepotan nih, agak batuk Pak.
Yeah. Anaita, is it okay?
Boleh Pak?
Yes, I know there is a request to talk in the native language.
Indonesian.
Yes.
Do you speak?
Yes. We do try to be as inclusive as we can since it's a global platform. However, English is our preferred choice of communication as conveyed to the entrepreneurs before the competition. Of course, your comfort is priority, but with that, there will be a drawback because one of the panel members, Mr. Kirti, would not be able to, I think, fully understand you. So if you are willing to take that risk, then you can go ahead by all means.
Pak Rizal, slide-nya bahasa Inggris atau bahasa Indonesia? Slide-nya bahasa Inggris atau bahasa Indonesia?
Slide-nya bahasa Inggris Pak.
Okay, Anaita, the slides are in English. So at least he has slides in English.
That works. Thank you very much.
All right. If the jury members are okay, then we can go ahead with it.
What do you think, Kirti?
Absolutely fine by me, but rest assured, we need to tell the team that
agak
to the
sakit
next.
Pak, bahasanya agak berepotan ngomongnya Pak.
Ya udah, Pak Rizal, silakan terusin pakai bahasa Indonesia, tapi slide-nya bahasa Inggris. Silakan.
Ya.
3 menit.
Rizal, we're making an exception for you. I would just like to still inform that as per the original rules of ESG, our preferred language of communication is English, since it's a global competition watched by viewers across. But of course,
of course, yeah.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. Silakan Pak Rizal, waktunya habis nanti. Silakan mulai.
Oke Pak, siap. Makasih Pak.
Ayo Pak. Silakan Pak.
Saya bacain aja Pak ya.
Terserah Pak, 3 menit pokoknya Pak.
Ya, saya pengen anggapan background tradisional herbal medicine is interesting with widely recognized all almost Alcatraz heritage. More are people are interested in sure alternative medical by introducing various types of beneficent that have medical properties, traditional herbal medical, and further as good business development prospect. The saturation of art drug assert, sustained from the middle class of the upper class areas. This modern era demand innovation in foreign fit includes cosmetic as an icon as of affiliate that we are the Aneka Pharma. Develop cosmetic that are traditional packaged in as modern ways, natural and with cider effect. It is possible to compare with cosmetic in Indonesian. Business history, saya Aneka Pharma of home basic business that entered in 2007 and slowly grew into its micro interest in this cosmetic traditional herbal and herbal industry. Vision making cosmetic product as product task is cost flat and natural. Machine customer cosmetic is all good. Discretion is business is also business that is slowly growing in store environment and modern business especially now many people are switch from chemical cosmetic to natural cosmetic expertise. Traditional herbal medical is interestingly being widely which cannot lead as a famous class heritage. Opportunity analysis, adult woman market target adult woman and 10 who have athletes and sport and the space. At men and 10 with athletes and sport in the space. People doing beautiful and net space. Segment all group woods men, women who have tended to adults to participate of all skin types. Marketplace, the business that is being created today is very success is today live because now a day more are aspiring attracted to the appearances on the theme is by using cosmetic to look beautiful. Business competition, staying affordable with almost students and students. Product natural extract are assisted of skin with effect. Product as the sustain odor, durable product. Weakness, alternative product packing. The best is to well cloud. Interested marketing rate. Opportunity best cosmetic model on natural extract. There are many cosmetic containers, commercial, the market and please affect the worth selling value. Create many other cosmetic competitor efficient product of quality and better price. Slow product test, glow and make Gelita product to with competitor.
Rizal, your time is up. Your time is up. Time is up. Thank you so much for coming and presenting. We understand it can be a challenging thing, and we applaud you for presenting. So good job. I would request the jury members to come on stage and try to communicate with Rizal in the language he's comfortable in.
Terima kasih Pak Rizal. Pertanyaan saya adalah pengembangan produknya selama ini gimana Pak? Kemudian rencana pasarnya nanti ke depan itu siapa yang akan diraih? So Kirti, I'm translating to you. I'm asking about the product development and the plan for future market expansion. That's my question.
Terima kasih
Mas
Pak.
Bima, silakan.
Selama ini memang
Mas Bima dulu menjawab. Mas Bima menjawab dulu. Benar, jangan dijawab dulu Mas, semuanya. Mas Bima silakan.
Oh ya, thank you Pak Rizal, Pak Januar. Pertanyaan saya simpel sih, pengen tahu, kan sekarang udah banyak ya brand kosmetik di market. Gimana ya cara Mas Rizal buat penetrate masuk ke segmen-segmen tadi yang student yang dibilang gitu ya? Karena kan marketnya udah banyak, ada Wardah, ada something, ada macam-macam lah gitu. Dan apakah tadi kan supply-nya kan dari bahan-bahan herbal ya? Apakah gampang untuk mencari supply ini ketika demand-nya naik? Apakah barang-barang supply masih tetap ada ya? Cara gather-nya gimana ya? Gitu sih paling Pak Rizal. Thank you.
Yep. Kirti, if you want to ask, you can ask, and then I will translate for him.
I have only one question, and I think one of his slides actually raises that since this is traditional, it is not scientifically proven, and that is where the market will have difficulty in taking the product because science back you can't certify it, or you can't have a lab coming up and saying this is safe for humans to be for external usage and all of that. So the question that I want to ask him is, have you gone down the path of getting the product tested by a proper agency or a lab to get a certification and then put the product out in the market?
Thank you, Kirti. Pak Rizal, pertanyaannya adalah apakah produknya ada rencana atau sudah diuji secara teknis Pak di laboratorium gitu sebelum dipasarkan.
Atau ada
Itu aja.
izin
Silakan dijawab
BPOM
semuanya.
nggak untuk ini?
Ya, dijawab semuanya. Dijawab semuanya tadi. Silakan.
Oke Pak, makasih ada kesempatannya Pak. Saya akan menjawab dari Pak Bima dulu. Sebenarnya kita selama ini kita udah mencoba menambah pasar Pak, tapi masih di kalangan provinsi Pak. Kita akan mencoba ke ranjah nasional nanti. Kita selama ini untuk bahan baku kita nggak ada kendala Pak, sebab kita ada istilahnya ada lahan untuk kita nanam bahan baku Pak. Bahan baku utama kita lengkuas. Lengkuas ada campuran sedikit belerang gitu, jadi nggak ada masalah sedikit Pak. Memang kita pemasok sudah ada, jadi bahan baku pun udah kita tanam Pak untuk stok untuk kebutuhan produksi. Jadi saya rasa udah nggak ada kendala lagi untuk bahan baku. Paling untuk selama ini kalau memang ada kerja sama pun kita coba merambah ke petani-petani yang menanam rempah-rempah Pak. Kita coba kerjasama ya untuk kita jadikan sebagai pemasok gitu. Tapi kalau dari penjualan Pak, kita selama ini udah target kita remaja, dewasa maupun ibu-ibu gitu, itu ya para lelaki gitu Pak. Target kita seperti itu Pak. Siapa-siapa yang berjawab ataupun yang kepingin tampil lebih cantik gitu Pak. Jadi selama ini nggak ada kendala. Paling kendala dari kompetitor kita memang harus beda Pak. Dalam artian kita selama ini bahannya alami tanpa efek yang membahayakan bagi wajah Pak, aman bagi kulit gitu. Sama ini udah ada dari lab kita uji Pak, yang kebetulan kita ujinya di Bandung gitu. Jadi untuk segmen pengembangan paling-paling nanti coba kita buat dalam berbagai, sama kan memang variannya alami Pak, dalam bentuk powder. Suatu saat kita akan buat nanti dalam bentuk serum ataupun dalam bentuk krem, ataupun nanti kita tambah varian kopi ataupun varian buah-buahan ataupun varian di sini yang terkenal dengan nilam Pak gitu. Kita akan coba bervariasikan sebagai hal varian gitu.
Result, the time is up. The time is up.
Tapi untuk pengembangan Pak, kita paling selama ini kita bentuk dalam bentuk powder atau kita kembangin dalam bentuk nanti ya bentuk krem gitu kan, ataupun bentuk serum.
Okay, the time is up. The time is up. Time
is kita coba teliti, coba kita riset juga Pak. Apalagi sama ini CP Aneka Parma Pak.
Waktunya habis Mas Rizal. Mas Rizal, waktunya habis. Waktunya habis. Menurut Bu Anaita, waktunya habis.
All right. Thank you. I would request yes, I would request for this. Yes, thank you so much for your pitch, Riza. I would request the jury members to let us know if you would want a short break to probably realign, discuss, and then we can come back after 5 minutes because we have a set of 6 pitches remaining. We have a total of 12 entrepreneurs. So if you're comfortable, we can take a quick 5-minute break, discuss, and then be back to hear the other 6. All right. Thank you. Would request my team member to please move the jury members to the jury breakout room where they can discuss. I would request the entrepreneurs to hang on for 5 minutes, take a break, take a water break, relax, and we will start in 5 minutes. Okay, so I think we are done with our break. And would request the jury members. All right, we have the jury members back after the quick break. I hope we are all refreshed for the next half of the pitch competition. I'm just checking if all the jury members are back at the event.
Yes,
Okay.
I'm back.
All right, great. So now the next pitch that we have is commerce. Would request you to come on the floor. Please share your screen and all the best.
Thank you. Can you see my screen already?
Yes, we can.
Should I start now?
Yes, you may start.
Hi everyone, I'm Intan from Commerce. Commerce transforming the lives of rural Indonesian communities by unlocking e-commerce potential. And let me share with you about Riani. She lives in Purbalingga, where commerce is located, and she doesn't have digital skills, and she wants to stay in her hometown because she has to take care of her parents, and it is also hard to find a job in this small town. On the other hand, there is Mr. Aziz, a business owner from East Java, and he finds it hard to handle his business and to optimize his business on the internet. And these problems are not only happen to Riani and Mr. Aziz, but also with thousands of other youngs and SMEs. It is because most of village youth, they don't have digital skills that enables them to work remotely. And most of the youth decide to go to bigger cities to get a job. And meanwhile, for the SMEs, they don't have time to handle the daily operations, which actually can be handled by others. That's why commerce comes as a platform that collaborates village youth with the SMEs to optimize their business on the internet. What commerce does is by training the village youth with e-commerce skills, they are customer service, digital advertiser, and also admin marketplace. And with these skills, the village youth then can be collaborated with the SMEs to help the SMEs to cover their market, and then also to optimize the SMEs business. And with this collaboration, SMEs will also have an affordable salary and also a lower operational cost because the collaboration is remote. And with this also the youth can have a monthly income and they still stay in the village. And to support this collaboration, Commerce has these applications. With this application, the SMEs can monitor the talent's attendance and also performance. They can also send the salaries through this application. And back to Mr. Aziz. Mr. Aziz at the beginning of the collaboration, he empowered one talent only, but then he now empowers 5 talents, and now he can handle 1,200 of orders per month. Yes, and for our business model, after the talents, after the registration and also the training, the talents will be put in our talent pool, and then after they are hired, the SMEs need to pay for around 20 to 40 US dollar to Commerce as admin fee, and also pay their salary to the talents, and the talents will pay 3% of their salary as the sharing fee. And from this, we have been able to train more than 1,300 of village youth. And okay, time is up. So yes.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much for your pitch. We will now open the floor for the jury members.
Should I stop the
Yes, you may
screen
stop.
sharing?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Start. Thank you very much, and an interesting idea. Quick question. One, when you say there is limited internet connectivity any which ways, how do you make sure that the person in the village is actually tied into the entire process of handling the order that has been placed? That's number one, because internet connectivity will be a problem for managing the order as well. That's one part of the problem statement. The second question is, how are you tying up with, are you tying up with existing e-commerce platforms and to make this happen, or are you creating a parallel e-commerce platform yourself to make this happen? Thank you.
Let me continue with the second, another second, with the next question from how many exactly and how many villages have you worked, and where are they based? I mean, mainly in Java or outside Java. This is related to Kirti just asked, especially about the internet coverage in that area. Second question is, how do you collaborate with the young people in the village? Do you join or do you work with their organizations, like for example Karang Taruna or their village-based communities? That's my question. Mas Bima?
Yeah, thank you. From me, I just want to know how can you validate this village youth have required skill needed in the job, and how can you make sure that these village youths are getting their salary paid? Yeah. And last thing, I want to know what is your business model. So I see you are generating 17K revenue, yeah, recently.
80,000 for our revenue is
Yeah.
so around 200 million per month, but for the salary we distribute is around 80,000 USD per month to talents. Okay. Or should I answer directly? Okay. So for the first question about the internet connectivity, I will tell you about how we operate. So we first training the talents, the village youth. They will register to us. So we don't collaborate with the social organization, but with they will come to us like registering themselves, and then we will train them. And how we make sure that the internet connectivity is available by this remote collaboration is conducted in our empowerment center. So the talents will work in our empowerment center, and they will be monitored also by our talent leads and also with the application. And also this is different from the e-commerce platforms. We help the SMEs to be able to penetrate to e-commerce by providing talents that have the skills for the e-commerce. For example, for the admin marketplace, they will help the SMEs to manage their shops on the e-commerce. For example, in Shopee or Tokopedia, etc. And also we have two branches. The headquarters is in Purbalingga, and also we have another one in Yogyakarta. But for the villages, it's more than 10 villages because it's surrounding in Purbalingga. It is in one kecamatan, and there are many villages up there. And for the skills, as we have been doing this for 5 years, so it's been validated by the market, and we have also generated like the digital entrepreneurs that also empower other people around them, for example their neighbors. Thank you.
Okay, your time is up. Thank you so much. Thank you, jury members. If you're satisfied, we can move ahead. All right. Thank you so much. Next up, we have Center for Environmental, Social and Governance Studies, CESGS. If you are ready, then would request you to have the floor, share your screen. And let us know, and then your time shall start.
All right, is my screen visible?
Yes, it is.
Wonderful. Then I will begin.
All right. Best of luck.
Good afternoon, esteemed judges. My name is Hervey, CMO of CESGS. We are a research center and think tank startup operating under Universitas Erlangga, using AI-assisted tools to provide the means and expertise to enable impactful, sustainability-oriented public policymaking. By 2030, we aim to make Indonesia business sector adopt sustainability mindset and ESG-oriented policymaking, with strategic priorities in growth accelerating, sustainable corporations, SMEs, and startups through sustainable policies. However, you can't begin to solve a problem with incomplete data. Data availability and accessibility continue to be a significant and expensive obstacle for researchers during the data collection process. What we need are ready-to-use tabulated data delivered in an affordable pay-as-you-go system offering unique data availability. That is where ESGI dataset comes into play. This is the first comprehensive accounting and finance research database in Indonesia. It is a web and app-based data platform that can be accessed anywhere, anytime, by anyone. Our goal is to democratize data, giving academic research and policy making in the fields of finance, governance, and ESG a much-needed boost in data collection and accessibility. We provide both qualitative and quantitative data as collated by AI-assisted annotations teams. To date, we have annotated more than 16 million data points consisting of annual public reports of companies listed in BAE. These data points are then generated into variables by our teams and then given access to the academia. We identify a global target market worth 19 trillion, still largely untapped, ranging from university student persona, which can further be expanded to include corporations and institutions. More than 700 active users from over 180 universities and doing 50 plus dissertations have trusted us. This generates a net revenue of 335 million in under 6 months. Accountability through data availability and transparency is our goal. By 2023, we hope to expand our services to include B2B relations and to institutions as well. These are our further programs that are still ongoing. Further investment will be utilized to improve our data collection AI so that big data collection will be the engine to optimize further sustainability initiatives. Our senior advisor is the former Minister for Energy and Transportation for Indonesia. With also collaborated experts, we collaborated with world-class economic and sustainability experts, as well as a robust and sustainable-minded acceleration team with a variety of professionals from international relations backgrounds. These are our notable achievements, our social media activity and our events, as well as our partners. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You're well within time. I would now open the floor for the jury members to ask their questions. I would request you to please stop sharing your screen.
Okay, can I kickstart? Have you or do you also provide your service to government or both at the national level and subnational levels, or only to private sector? That's my first question. My second question, do you only provide data and analysis, or do you also provide like consulting services for policymakers? That's my two questions. Tirti or Bima?
Thank you. I think two questions for you are there. Okay. One, are you not for profit? That's my first question, because the sense I get is you're a non-profit operating in the space, where you're talking about the projects that you're doing. Second, more importantly, you are picking up public data and creating data repositories and analyzing and providing insights is what I've understood. And one of the slides also mentions that you are going by GRI standards when you're talking. Now, 2-3 problem statements in my mind when it comes to that. One, not all industries publish reports which are adhering to GRI standards. So how do you overcome that? That's number one. Second, more importantly, annual companies do provide all information that understand sustainability and other aspects, ESG. These are my questions.
I'm sorry, I didn't catch your second question, sir.
Typical annual reports do not all relevant ESG information. They might be talking about assets and something else and something else.
Right.
What you need, most annual reports may not even provide the information. So where do you actually create value from that, or how?
Yeah, I think my question is the same with Mr. Kerti. I just want to know how you get the data in the first place. Are you going by scraping every public companies, or you are buying the data from third parties here? And then how your go-to-market strategy to sell this data to the universities? I just want to know.
Understood. To start from the end, we acquire our data using our in-house developed AI. And the raw data that we get is then processed by our annotations teams. So they make sure that the raw data we have is able to be delivered to our customer base, which right now consists of researchers and students. They access this data through our app, through which they can choose actually what variable of quantitative data they want, how much of it they want from what year, and what points of interest. So that's highly customizable and they can choose it themselves. To answer the next question, to overcome GRI unregistered companies, we simply ensure that our AI and team's reach is wide as possible. Obviously, we're a for-profit company. We will be able to expand our services to government sectors, institutions, and we do also have consulting services as listed in our presentation. However, to properly expand these services, we do need further investment so that we can scale up our in-house built AI as well as our team to expand our team, sirs.
All right, the time is up. So if there are no further questions, we can proceed.
Thank you for your time.
All right. Next up, we have Tasik Aquaculture Solution. You have the floor. Please share your screen. Can we have Tasik Aquaculture Solution on the floor? All right, we can see you. Would you please share your screen? All right, great. Whenever you are ready, please let us know and we can start. Ghazali. Ghazali, we cannot hear you. I think you're on mute.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
Ghazali, you are muted. You are muted, Ghazali.
Yes, I skill language, global language, elementary, Pak. Elementary level, my global language.
So do you want to speak in Bahasa Indonesia?
Yeah, yes. Yeah, Pak.
Naisa, Ghazali is not comfortable with English, and Kirti.
Elementary skill.
Very elementary English. What do you think? Shall Ghazali just try, or just Ghazali present in Indonesian? Slide-nya bahasa Inggris, Mas.
Yeah, bahasa Inggris. English.
The slides are in English.
That's okay. Please go ahead.
Oke,
Bisa, Mas, silakan pakai bahasa Indonesia. Slide-nya bahasa Inggris ya. Silakan, mulai.
Oke. Saya coba Pak ya. Oke. Thank you everybody. Good afternoon. I'm Ghazali from Tasik Aquaculture. Currently, for healthy food continues to increase as the population increase. But no way.
I'm afraid, Ghazali, we cannot hear you.
Mas Ghazali, kita nggak bisa dengar suaranya, Mas. Mas Ghazali, we cannot hear you.
I would request someone from my team. Just hold, sir. I would request someone from our team to tackle this, and it's okay. Ghazali can present once the enterprise.
Maybe connecting trouble.
Ghazali, someone from our team is connecting with you. Yes, we can see you. We can see you. Yes, you may start your presentation.
Just minute, just moment.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, my trouble screenshot.
We are sharing screen for you, Ghazali. You may start.
Yeah. Cannot start screen, sir.
It's okay. Our team is sharing the screen. You may start with your pitch.
Okay. Thank you.
No worries. You can start now, Ghazali.
Okay, thank you.
Mas Ghazali, screen-nya akan di-share oleh Anahita. Langsung aja mulai bicara sekarang.
Okay, thank you. Next slide. Okay, next slide. Okay, consumer, it's hard to get quality fresh prawn in the market. Shopping for ship must go to the market. Expensive price. Next slide. Tasik Aquaculture Solution, land-based, environmentally friendly Panama ship production in tarpaulin tanks using circular economy method using marginal land. My product, quality product, fresh, healthy, without antibiotic. My service product is at wholesale price on delivery service. Okay, next slide. Okay, next slide. Okay, business model B2B and B2C. Product competitive, fresh, healthy product without antibiotic. Order via chat and home delivery service. Segmentation, middle class and lower class middle consumer, seafood lover. Sustainability and inclusion, economy circular model, reduce, repair and recovery resource, efficiency water resource, using water resource per cycle without water exchange by period 1 cycle at 3 months. Land efficient, the size of the cultivan tank smaller without digging. The soil usually produce a 7,050 kilogram of raw seed. Next slide. A trend impact business employ local community, additional income for retail seafood seller, SDGs, quantifiable impact. Number 11, number 12, 40, 50. Next slide. We problem solved ensuring fresh, healthy without antibiotic and responsibility produce seafood, reducing the impact of aquatic habit from aquaculture pollution. Land efficient with small tank culture, reducing the composition of mangrove land by utilizing marginal land. Seawater efficiency, because zero product at wholesale price, order via chat and delivery service without having to bother going to the market. Innovation product innovation cultivan system with circular economy method, resource efficient and environmentally friendly. Service innovation.
Okay, your time is up. Your time is up, Ghazal. Your time is up.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, can I kick start? Can I ask Naida in bahasa Indonesia and I translate? So that Pak Ghazali can answer better. Pak Ghazali, terima kasih atas presentasinya. Saya kira bagus sekali Pak Ghazali. Saya ingin bertanya. Apakah selama ini sudah ada kerjasama dengan bisnis besar lainnya? Nomor satu. Nomor dua, apakah sudah ada kerjasama dengan pemerintah daerah? Kirti, my question is whether Pak Ghazali already has any cooperation with the business and also local government. That's my question. Pak Bima, silakan, and then Kirti.
Ya, terima kasih Pak Ghazali. So permission to ask the question in Indonesia. Jadi pengen tahu Pak Ghazali selama ini pakai teknologi apa ya untuk di lapangan untuk mengembangbiakan si udang. Pertanyaan kedua, kita udah lihat beberapa player di sini Pak, mungkin pernah dengar antara e-fishery, Delos, dan saya yakin salah satu peserta di sini Jala juga bermain di sektor udang. Gimana nih cara Pak Ghazali strateginya buat berkompetisi dengan mereka, player-player startup yang udah ada di market? Itu sih Pak.
Siap.
Bima, can you translate to Kirti?
Oh yeah, so I just asking the question about the tech. Is it any tech angle in this startup? And then we also see there are some players that have been playing in the market like Delos, e-fishery, and Jala, and I think they are more well funded. So just want to know how Pak Ghazali will compete with this bigger startup.
I have only one question. And if I've understood the product correctly, it is creating, he's putting out tanks and, growing shrimps within that. But the simple question, who owns the tanks and the entire production? Do they set up across the country, different spaces, let's set up 5,000 such tanks in 3 months or, 10,000 such tanks in 3 months? Or are they training people locally to establish the operation? And if that is the case, then what is their product in the mix? What are they putting out? Is it training? Is it just materials that can help them grow? What does that look like?
Mas Bima bisa membantu menerjemahkan, saya nggak terlalu tadi Pak Kirti bilang apa?
Yeah, sama Pak. Mr. Keriti, maybe you can ask the question again.
Okay.
Sorry, Kirti, your voice is. Naita, we need extension of time because we cannot hear what Kirti said.
Again, repeating and trying to simplify. Do they own across the country? Everywhere the production is happening. For example, if production is happening in, let's say, 1,000 locations today, do they own all the 1,000 locations, or are they training 1,000 people to own the product? And then attachment, there are more people. Forget about the second part. Let's just understand the first part. Do they own the? Are they?
Pak Ghazali, apakah produksi
Siap.
itu dilakukan yang punya Pak Ghazali sendiri, atau misalnya di 1.000 tempat gitu, ataukah mereka di training di sana? Termasuk kepemilikan lahan atau tanknya itu Pak Ghazali. Silakan dijawab cepat Pak Ghazali karena waktunya pendek sekali. Semuanya.
Siap. Untuk pertama, kita sudah ada kerjasama dengan pemerintah setempat berupa pendampingan. Satu dengan pemerintah pendampingan, dua dengan pengusaha besar penampung, mereka langsung menampung produk kita. Terus untuk sistem, kita menggunakan sistem probiotik Pak, probiotik. Jadi kita tanpa ganti air, Yang kedua, produksi kita kerjasama Pak. Sistem bagi hasil, ada pemilik modal, tenaga kerja, pemilik lahan. Demikian Pak. Thank you very much.
Kirti, the answer is they collaborate. So they train people over there and then they share the income rather than having own. That's also the answer to your questions. Second, Pak Ghazali used the probiotics method. So not fresh water every time, but with the probiotics, he keeps the system water. So that's the answer. Back to you, Anaita.
Thank you, Pak.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, jury members. I hope you were satisfied with the answers. We would be moving now to our next pitch by Jala Tech. Would request them to take the floor. Share their screen. All the best.
Thank you. Hi, my name is Liris. I'm CEO and co-founder of Jala, an end-to-end shrimp farming solutions that help to improve Indonesia shrimp productions by 5x in the next 5 years. Indonesia is so rich, the oil, the agriculture, the sea, and you know what else? The shrimps. We are among the top 5 shrimp producers in the world. We actually exported more than $2 billion shrimps last year, which is equal to 8% of the world shrimp value. And however, despite the growing industries, our shrimp farmers are struggling. The unpredictable yields is one of the issues that most of the farmers is currently facing, mostly typically because of bad water quality, shrimp diseases, or even simply from management issues. And there's also lack of financing access, and so that in order to meet the demands, we need more supplies, and we need to actually address all of these challenges. This is Pasnan, one of our shrimp farmers. He's one of the millions of farmers that depend himself in farming shrimps. He's a traditional farmer that actually live in Banyuwangi and only making less than $300 per 4 months or 1 cycles from his 2 ponds. This reality of traditional farmers that making less compared to intensive farms is everywhere. We have 70% of our shrimp farms area is traditional farmers, but they only contributing to 10% of Indonesian shrimp productions. So in 2020-2021, Jala program was introduced to Pak Asnan. We provide farm management tools and platforms like Jala apps here that will track the farm performance in real-time way, helping the farmers to make decisions faster. And with the help with these IoT devices called Jala Paruno, that will help monitor the shrimp farms in a quicker way. All of this data-driven way to measuring all of this data on the farms, all of these things actually help Pak Asnan build a good track record in farm scorings with the data driven that will later help him to access more like financing and market. So all of this technology and assistancy program with Jala, together with the access of finance, we have a program called Jala Smart Farm here that have consist all of these things, including market access, that actually also provide Pak Asnan with loan, working capital for around for around 4,000 US dollars. It helped Pak Asnan to improve the traditional farms into semi-intensive farms. So after it moved to semi-intensive with the program of assistancy program and technology, Pak Asnan actually can do better in terms of their harvest. And our Jala harvest is also ready to take his streams with a better price. All of these programs that we have, technology, assistancy program, financing and market access, is solving this SDG 1, no poverty, SDG 12, responsible productions, SDG 13, climate action, and SDG 14, or life below the water. For quick recap on our business model, the applications that I mentioned is free for farmers to use to track their farms, but they're also a pro SaaS or premium SaaS that for farmers that want to access more premium features. We have also Jala Smart Farm that I mentioned, an end-to-end solutions that completing all of this technology, financing access to market access with a profit sharing program for farmers. And we do also have Jala Harvest that connect farmers directly to the buyer with a faster payment. So remember, Pak Asnan, I told you previously, he's currently are making more. His income is improving by 3x, and his productivity improving by 9x. And this income that improved by 3x is already profit sharing, already share the profit with us. So we want to make all of these changes to all of the shrimp farmers, traditional, semi-intensive, and everyone together with Jala. No, not only.
Your time
Yes.
is up.
Okay, so we have 15,000 users at the moment, and currently Jala is driving ahead to feed the world with more sustainable stream. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Would request the jury members to have the floor.
Let me start. Thank you for that, Liris. I actually come from a region in India where good amount of shrimp farming happens, so I understand most of what you just said. Two quick questions, and I'm comparing it with what I know of the situation here in India. I would imagine a lot of shrimp production is not, while small holding farmers, as you would call them, people with 1 pond and 2 pond exist everywhere. The production and the market access is controlled by the bigger guys in the region, correct? Traders who control, market access, who buy from them and sell it in the larger markets around. In India, when we tried something like this, there was good amount of resistance from the large traders on the ground. Because when you're providing them direct market access, you're taking away the middleman, who is the trader who's taking their produce to the market. So from that thought, what I wanted to ask you is, what are the challenges that you guys have faced in bringing small farmers, like the example that you were giving of that farmer? What challenges are you facing in bringing them into the fold, bringing them onto your platform? That's number one. Second, for the farmer, what is the upfront cost for enrolling or starting to use your platform? These are my two questions.
Mas Bima, can you continue, please?
Okay, so yeah, Valeris, nice to meet you again, yeah, since April 2022. So I think a lot of things has changed, and I would like to congrats on your funding last year. My question, I think, still the same, yeah, previously. So I just want to know, right now, what's your fairly unique proposition compared to other competitors such as Delos and Evisry? And I think both of these players are going into stream market as well. And I think they are got better funding from investor. So just want to know how you compete with this year.
Jana, you may start if.
Okay, so for the thank you for the questions for Kerti. So the challenges that I face, that we actually face on the ground to onboard the farmers, mostly is actually
Continuing security and Mas.
Please go
Pak
ahead.
Yanwar, are you speaking? Okay. Okay, sorry. So the challenges that we face when we onboard the stream farmers mostly is that most of the farmers like to meet face to face for us to onboard how to use the applications. And that what we do in 2019 when we first launched the applications. But with the COVID started and etc., everyone is pushed to use the online platform. So currently the onboarding phase for onboarding the farmers into our platform is much more smooth. The farmers are already get to use the Zoom from WhatsApp call and etc. And once because we don't have any much people on the ground, so I think onboarding by online is like the best way. But we see like there's a huge number of organic growth in our platform. Like we have like 15,000 users at the moment, and around 2,000 users are active users, and those are the users that are actively using Jala. And we haven't got any more challenges in terms of onboarding them right now. And currently, our challenges is more like into scaling up into other regions outside Java and Sumatra. I think I forgot the second questions, but I'll answer the Bima's questions first on the competition in the market. Yes, my other competitors has the better funding. However, in terms of number of users, I think we're ahead compared to other competitions. And like, for example, in the revenues that we got, or the volumes that we have. Just for example, one of the traction is in Jala Harvest. Evisry is making like, or they actually harvesting around 750 tons of streams in monthly basis. And Jala is harvesting like 450 tons of streams in monthly basis. So we only have like, yes, $6 million revenue, funding last year. And then Evisry got $90 million funding. But as you can see the differences and how effective our team run on the ground, we are still ahead compared to other competitors. Second thing is like the team and efficiency that we make. We are a data-driven company. We use the data that the farmers is inputting in our platform to help us to make decisions on the ground as well as to do the operations. And that's why our team is keeping small. We only have 80 people at the moment compared to our competitors that already have way above 1,000 people and way above 100 people for the other one. And I do hope that
I just want to
quickly
inform you that your time is up, so if you could just quickly wrap it up.
No, I'm done. But Kerti, if you can, saying your second questions, I a little bit forgot.
First, to come on the platform.
Sorry.
To charge the farmer to use your platform from day zero.
Kirti is asking if you charge the farmers to come on your platform.
Oh no, absolutely not. It's a free users. I don't charge anything unless they're actually getting the premium, so they need to pay. Thank you.
Okay, so with that, we would move to our next entrepreneur, Mutiara Grahita. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. And would request them to take the floor and share their screen and begin the pitch.
Can you see my screen? Or
yes, we do.
Can you clearly hear my voice?
Yes, we can.
Yes. Let's start. presentation. I will start this presentation. I'm sorry. Instant spicy ginger and instant red ginger made by intellectual disabilities by Mutiara Grahita. This is our team. My name is Farah Lukita as founder. I'm a student college, and this is our product called Grahita. Is instant drink product made from ginger sugar combined with variety of useful spices. This is a customer problem. Variation of instant drink are usually less healthy. It's hard to find traditional instant drink because they have been replaced by modern drinks. Limited time to consumer knowledge to make healthy drinks from ginger. People with intellectual disability hard to earn money independently. This is a main reason in the current area. In the current era, it's difficult for consumer to find healthy instant drink. This is a problem solution. We provide all variety of healthy instant drink. Then using selected original ginger to the ginger is more delicious, made from 100% natural ingredients, so it's safe from consumption. Instant drink are made from by people with intellectual disability to earn their own income. And then the last one is providing healthy instant drink with easy consumption. This is the target market: men and women from all society, healthier consumer, and the last one is lovers of traditional drinking from different generation. This is a product distribution purchase directly at the production site, buying through social media, purchase through customer services, and the last one buy through agent, merchant, and resellers. This is average growth state monthly in 2022. And then this is the differentiation value in proposition. And the first one is using selected real ginger as the original spicy taste. And number two has a special recipes that make delicious, unique, and traditional taste that unforgettable. There is a product warranty, is not tasty, damaged, or expired. It has been recognized for a quality and hygiene by the Ministry of Health, provide an easy and profitable system in sales, and the last one is made by people with intellectual disabilities. This is a social impact, provide opportunity for people with intellectual disabilities to earn their own income, seperti micro, small, and medium enterprise with disability to be more developed. The ginger used in the result of self-cultivate if need in large quantities by local farmers, so that is rooted the economy for local farmers too. And the last one become additional income opportunity for reseller. And this is a last one, market opportunity. Currently, we see that our target market likes instant herbal drink as by increasing order that instant herbal drinks. At this time, there is a no brand leader who control traditional instant ginger drink. So there is an opportunity to become a brand leader in instant ginger in Indonesia without having to over educate their market, because the market itself already known about healthy ginger drinks.
Okay, your time is up. Your time
Okay,
is up.
thank you for the time.
All right, we would open the floor for the jury members now for the Q&A.
Okay.
Can I kick start? Okay. Thank you very much, Farah. And it's good that you work on ginger. Wonder if you have worked together with the like, for example, Ministry of Health or Food and Drugs Authority. That's one. Second, how do you work with the local farmers or local people who help you produce the raw material?
Two questions, Farah, for you. One, who's your biggest competitor in the market, right? And how are you working with that competition, or how are you trying to beat that competition? That's question number one. And second, it's
because they already known by other people, they can sell the product very easily. That after that, about the plan, we control every weeks and we fertilize every weeks too, so we can know the plan it's already good. That's all. Maybe
I think your
have
time
any
is up.
question? Maybe sorry, I have a nervous. I have a big nervous.
It's okay. It's fine. If there is anything else you want to say, please go ahead. We can give you extra 10 seconds. Otherwise, your time is up. All right. Thank you so much for your pitch. Thank you, jury members. We would now be heading to the last of the lineup, last but not the least. We have CV Tama Biopack presenting now. Would request Biopack CV Tama to take the floor. I would request you to adjust your screen. Let us know when you're ready, Nori.
Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes, we can see the screen. We can hear you all right.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Many thanks for this opportunity. I'm Nori, CEO and co-founder of Biopack, a seaweed-based biopackaging to tackle plastic waste pollution. Wait for a minute. I want to minimize this. Okay. So land degradation, floods, and climate refugees are global problems that's caused by single-use plastic. To solve this problem, we have to shift our mindset that we have the right, we have the responsibility, and we have the real solution to solve single-use plastic problem. Because plastic problem is not only present in the trash and rivers, it has its way to enter our body and becomes unmanageable and unavoidable. So our solution is seaweed-based biopackaging that's fully sustainable, biodegradable, and compostable. We incorporate triple bottom line approach, people, planet, and profit in our business. We crack the barriers in the mainstream. The mainstream of seaweed processors use certain chemicals. I put the circles here, calcium hydroxide and potassium chloride, that cause harmful effects to animal. So carrageenan is the seaweed flour. Then the mainstream of bioplastic industry is either expensive or just greenwashing. Copernic, an NGO, reported that oxo-degradable plastic, then PLA cup, PLA straw, and cassava bag didn't degrade significantly within 6 months experiment. But actually, nature has provided the affordable, scalable, and also I think this is the best, the most sustainable in seaweed, because the cultivation cycle of seaweed is fast, only 45 days, and also doesn't need land, pesticide, fertilizers, and seaweed can sequester CO2 more efficiently than terrestrial plants do, because the solubility of CO2 in seawater is higher than that in the air. So we embrace the green economy. We improve the livelihood of seaweed farmers by securing their income. Then we process the seaweed by sustainable practices and distribute our products worldwide. Our products have some certificates: halal, food safety, nutrition fact, and certificate of conformity. So it is allowed to be used as cosmetic packaging in Europe.
Our products are completely biodegradable into biomass within 12 days, and it is safe for plants and also for the entire environment. We are aligned with 14 pillars of SDGs, and we are very grateful to be appreciated and supported by many institutions even before
Your
our
time is
company.
up, Nori. Your time is up, I'm afraid.
Okay.
You
So many thanks for this opportunity.
Thank you so much. Would now open the floor for the jury members.
Okay, I think I will start first.
Okay, thank you. Can I, do you have or have you secured any intellectual property related to your product? Sorry,
Yes.
can you hear me? Okay, this is my first question. My second question.
Sorry, Mr. Januar, your question is not clear. Your voice is
What do you see in the next
Mr. Januar.
3 years?
I'm sorry, Nugroho, there is a little bit of an internet problem.
Okay, and then continue.
I'm sorry, Mr. Januar. Maybe you can check your questions.
Better? Can you hear me now? Better?
And maybe can continue to other.
Can you hear me now? Better?
Yes, but still at echo.
Would request the jury members to please repeat their question. Yes, Kirti.
Okay, Januar, you will have to repeat your questions because we couldn't hear anything.
Okay, he's typed down his question. He's asking if, do you have any intellectual property rights secured, Nori?
Okay, yes, I have 5 patents in seaweed and also seaweed-based biopackaging, then cutleries, because we also have finished our prototypes for seaweed cutleries and also seaweed-based capsules. So our focus in creating the social impact, so we use seaweed. Then the second question, I see in the next 3 years, our products will be globally available because now we also have penetrated markets overseas, especially Europe and United States, and also Dubai. Then our vision, we want to stop the plastic waste pollution from single-use plastic. So we are not plastic phobia, but plastic should be used only for multi-purpose, multi times, not only as single-use plastic. So for single-use plastic, I hope bioplastic that's really biodegradable, eco-friendly, could replace the conventional plastic that's not degradable.
Okay, thank you. The next question would be, what do you see? How do you see yourself in the next 3 years? And then we'll have Kirti on the floor. We cannot hear you, Kirti.
Sorry, I cannot listen your voice.
Nori, where do you see yourself in the next 3 years?
Where? Sorry, I cannot hear your voice clearly. Where you see blah blah.
Okay, she's answered that. Okay, Kirti, would you please move ahead with this? Yeah. You're on mute, Kirti.
Patents international or only for?
Are your patents international?
Yes, I have patented international in BCT, and then enter some international phases in some countries. That's our target markets. The money. Okay. So this year, especially in this year, we get a lot of support. We are very grateful. We get the 4 grants and prizes from Ocean Innovation Prizes, US ASEAN Smart Cities Partnership, Hyundai Startup Challenge, and Single Use Plastic Challenge, with total is more than 500 million USD. 500,000 USD.
Okay, all right. So I think the questions are there, and we are done with the questions. Anything else that the jury member would like to ask? Bima, if you want to ask something.
Yeah, I think my simple question is definitely interested in Bu Nori. I just want to know what's your background, and do you have any scientist or expert on this, on your startup?
Yeah, my background, my undergraduate degree is chemistry from ITB. Then I continue master and doctoral degree in food science from IPB. So before I launched this product, I worked as a lecturer at my
I see.
Catholic University for 10 years. And then, so the previous, the fundings that we received before company establishment was granted to me as an individual.
All right. Did you get your answer, Mr. Bima? Okay. All right. With that, thank you, Nori, for your pitch.
Yes, my pleasure. Many thanks.
All right. And I think you're welcome. Our pleasure to have all you entrepreneurs pitch. And now we are going to proceed to the next stage with all the pitches completed now. I would request the jury members to begin with their deliberation. For the purpose of deliberation, we would be moving you to the jury room where someone from our team would join you. And till then, we would request the entrepreneurs to stay with us while the jury members come back with the scores and the much awaited announcement of the winner for ESG 2020 to Indonesia National Finals. Mr. Bima, if you could join the jury room. Okay, all right. Thank you so much for your great pitch. I'm sure it must have taken a lot from you. In the meantime, I would request, while we are waiting and showing you some videos about ESG and to understand us better, I would request all of you to please mention your social media handles, your Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook handles in the chat so that someone from our team can note that. And we will be sharing our social media handles shortly with you too, for you to keep updates and know what is going on. Thank you so much. I would request my team member to please go ahead with our videos.
I'm Shivani Dandekar, joining you from the T-Gelf Stadium, the virtual venue where the greatest event in the history of entrepreneurship will be hosted in the week to come. It's got everything you expect from big sport, passion, fierce competition, fans, cities pitted against cities, countries competing against countries, loyalties and support. Keep the energy high as we move closer to the date.
So this was a little about entrepreneurship's first generation and also our campaign as ESG is the official accelerator to an international campaign called World's To-Do List, which is UN supported. Now we will wait for the jury to come back to us with the scores. Until then, I would request you to wait patiently. Thank you. All right. I think that the jury has decided the winners, and very soon the announcements will be made. So thank you so much, entrepreneurs, for waiting very patiently through this. The jury members should be returning shortly with the results. All right, I think we have the jury members back. Let's have let's begin with the announcements, shall we? The moment everyone has been waiting for. So without further ado, I am going to announce the ESG 2022 Indonesia national winner. Drum rolls. And with a lot of excitement, I am going to announce Carbon add-ons as the winner. Carbon add-ons is the winner for today. Many, many congratulations to Carbon add-ons.
Thank you so much.
I would like you to have the floor to say a few words, Naufal.
All right, it's quite amazing to see that Carbonaton has selected as the national winner of ESG. Thank you so much for selecting us, and we would like to congratulate to other winners as to other selected finalists in Indonesia as well. We are doing great, I guess. So please keep in touch and also keep moving forward for our innovation. So yeah, looking forward to the next session of the ESG Global. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Naufal. Thank you so much, and many, many congratulations to you. And it does not end here. We have another special mention from the jury side that we would like to extend the special mention to Jala Tech. Jala Tech is going to be the special mention for ESG 2022 National Finals. Many, many congratulations. Special mention is our way to convey our support and encouragement to the enterprise, and we encourage you to move forward in your mission as we encourage the rest of you to do so. I would request the representative from Jala to come on the floor and say a few words.
Thank you, Anahita. Thank you, everyone. And thank you for the judges for the special mention. It's really great experience as well, and looking forward for the feedbacks, and looking forward for everyone here to thrive and do more goods for everyone, for the society, for the environment, and for everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you for your kind words. And with that, we come to an end of this Indonesia National Finals. But before we conclude, I would love for our jury members to take the floor and say a few words about how their experience has been, any feedback, any comments, any token of appreciation, or just a few words. If we could have them on Spotlight. Do we have Mr. Bima? All right. Mr. Bima is also here with us, but his video is unfortunately not open. But of course, we would like to hear a few words. And let's begin with you, Mr. Nugroho.
Thank you very much, Anahita. Colleagues, friends, I would say thank you very much for inviting me to be in this very distinguished panel of jury. I followed all the presentations with great interest, and in my current role at the moment as the expert coordinator at the National Secretariat of SDGs in Indonesia, I can see how much related and how much relevant your projects, your proposals, your ideas are with the current, I would say, challenges that we all are facing. So to me, that's very heartening to see and to hear your presentations. And I would like to congratulate those who win and those who have not, but you will. And to me, you are already winners by coming to this stage. I think you have done many, many things. So do not be discouraged that you are not announced here as a winner, because you already do something, you already change something, you already do your best to your environment, to your people, or people around you. So to me, Anaita, I just want to express my appreciation to these young people. Trust me, the future is yours, young people. And as a foresighter myself, I believe that the future is not predicted. The future is also not forecasted. The future is shaped. And now you are here with what you are doing. You are shaping the future. Do not lose faith in that. Do not lose faith in yourself. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Those were such encouraging, inspiring words, and so in close alignment with what we are also envisioning through our global movement at ESG, trying to shape the world to become a better place using the power of entrepreneurship and conscious, purpose-driven entrepreneurship. I would now open the floor to Mr. Kirtilal.
Thanks, Yashodhana, and I echo what Dr. Yanwar has said. I've been fortunate enough to be part of ESG since the beginning. I've only seen the number plus quality of startups coming from Indonesia increasing every year. And this year we've had to do this final because the number of applications was pretty huge compared to the last 2 years, in my opinion. And it's also, and I was also mentioning this in one of our discussions, it's also very heartening to see that while the rest of the world might be talking different languages, almost 99% of startups from Indonesia are specifically focusing on solving one or two of the problems that we are facing as a planet, or addressing multiple UN SDGs. That is a very, very good trend, and I congratulate everybody in Indonesia for that effort and making sure that we are putting planet first for ourselves today and for the future generations as well. With that, I think very excited by what we heard today. Couple of things that I would request the team later on to connect me to one or two startups, because I would love to see what we can do with them here in India or in other countries where we are doing something in similar spaces. I would love to have that conversation with them. Apart from that, best of luck for the future, both for people who are going to be within the competition at the Confederation and the global level. For others, I will maybe see you next year as much more strong contenders than you were this year. That would be something that we as ESG and as TGELF and everybody else who's trying to support you should aim for. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Kirti. Thank you, Nugro. I would request Mr. Bhima, if he's still with us, to say a few words, as we are very grateful for the representation and for your participation through the event. I would assume, all right. So with that, we have come to a very unique, as I was anticipating even from the start, like Mr. Kirti said, Indonesia is a very unique ecosystem, comes with its own strengths and challenges. And the whole idea behind hosting Indonesia Nationals was to actually bring forth, the unique challenges that are there, and how through entrepreneurship initiatives, SDG-focused entrepreneurship initiatives, those challenges are being tackled. So it was very interesting, personally for me, to watch all of you pitch and the unique solutions that you brought forth. So congratulations to each and every one of you. I would love to add that you are a part of our ever-growing ESG ecosystem. All the opportunities that come our way in future would be extended to you without any bias. So all the perks and benefits, like I said at the start, we ensure that everyone goes back with something, some value. It's more than a competition. It is actually a collaborative effort to build an ecosystem. And like our call to action this year, let's play for planet. And with that, I would close this event, and congratulations to each and every one of you. I would dearly like to thank our partners, Nenelai and Values 20 Group, for their constant support. Yuri and Mikey, Kata, all of you have done such a fantastic job with us, and we look forward to many such collaborations and partnership opportunities. Thank you so much, and thank you, team. Thank you, judges. Thank you, entrepreneurs. And yes, see you next time.
Recording stopped.
You may leave the event if convenient. We will be waiting over here. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Congratulations.